1,000 subscribers. It's hard to believe that we finally come here after like 4 or 5 years of me making things, stupid things on the internet, but we're finally here. And my god, I can't thank all of you enough for dealing with all of my stupid things over the past 5 years. I seriously could not think of a better thing to do, so I decided let's just do another Q&A, because why not? I'm sure you have more pressing things to ask me this time, so yeah, let's just get straight into it, shall we? Okay, for context, I sent this out before Pack 10 had released, so anyway, first question, what are your thoughts about Dodoremi and Fixie Text from the Pack 10 demo? Well, I actually have no idea if they made it easier to survive in Dodoremi or not. I really like Dodoremi, but that's totally not because I'm already a super hard rhythm game fan. But I think the way they made Dodoremi work, especially making it stream friendly, is very well done. They just need to iron out some of the bugs that have happened over the last few days. And Fixie Text, it is so very fun to play. It is super chaotic. I love that. Especially with people that are unhinged as all heck. And yeah, I think those are really two good games to add to the demo this time. Even especially after release, they are still two really good games. Who are you? I'm a very loud lesbian. Yay, Mr. Shadowseer actually sent in 2 questions. The first one, describe your favorite sandwich, please. I don't know, there's a sandwich place nearby that makes really good sandwiches, and I can't really debate that, so... Have you considered doing challenge videos of any kind, is the second question. And I think I have done some challenge videos in the past, and all of them are incredibly stupid. Unless you're talking about, like, in-person challenges, in which case, I don't know. But one very good example is the 5-hour-ish long Trivia Murder Party 2 video I did, which was a giant mistake, but there's not much else to say about that yet. I'm just gonna try and do all these in one take, and hopefully that works out for me. This is not scripted, by the way, as you can probably tell, but let's just do this and see how it goes. Yay? Yes. What do you think is the best final round in all of Jackbox, including the classic You Don't Know Jacks? Oh boy, is this in terms of like music or gameplay or what? There's a few different answers that I could give you here. I think in terms of music I'd have to go with one of the classic You Don't Know Jacks. I don't know which one because they all have really good Jack Attack music, for the most part anyway. In terms of gameplay, I'd have to say Trivia Murder Party 2, because it's truly one of those anyone can win situations, especially since they added that final round barrier that you have to get them all right. How did you rip some of the classic You Don't Know Jack songs? Truth be told, I did not rip them, I grabbed them off YouTube, because ripping them is not something I know how to do yet. Unless you asked me to do it from current Jackbox games, then I would know how to do it. Unfortunately, it's not, so I had to settle with grabbing them off YouTube, and I'm very sorry. What type of game do you think would make for a good Jackbox game that they haven't done yet? I'm not one for coming up with game ideas on my own. I'll see if I can think of an answer to this later, but I'm gonna move on so I don't spend too much time thinking about this, I'm sorry. Simple Person has 3 questions for me. The first one, how did you find out about the existence of Jackbox? Technically, I have 2 answers for this. One of them is I saw the games without knowing who made them, and then another was a friend showing me to them and being like, oh, this is who made them. The first one, I had watched Jacksepticeye's videos on both Trivia Murder Party and Gaspionage, and I was like, that game looks kinda cool, how do I play that? And then I didn't really look into it any further than that, and then sometime after that, one of my Steam friends showed me Pack 4, and we played through a couple of games of Pack 4, and I'm like, this is kind of fun. Let's see what this game dev has made, and we'll buy some of the games. And the rest is history. Second question, is there a game that you have already played that took you so damn long to finish? And if there is, then what is that game? I've got Celeste on both Steam and my Switch. I've basically 100% in Celeste on my Switch, but it took forever to do. And there were points where I was doing it while I was out on like very important trips, because I was like, I have to finish this. I want to 100% this. And after some time, I did, and I've uploaded footage of that previously. I don't know how long ago that was, so I'll have to check. But yeah, I'd have to say Celeste. Celeste is such an awesome game now. I highly recommend it if you haven't played it. And last question from Simple Person, what is your favorite pastime outside of computer-related stuff? Even if it's outside of computer-related stuff, I'd still have to say, like, gaming. But there are probably other answers I could give, like just screwing around with friends, playing card games in person. Like, I'm a huge card game person. There's probably loads of card games in my house right now, and I just sadly don't have that many groups to play them with. 本当に日本人ですか? はい、日本人です. Moving on to YouTube questions, Noah Clark has set 2 of them. What would be a good game show host name for you? I used to have Kippy Yee as my host name, and I grabbed that from a College Humor video. But since then I've dropped the name because I don't think it works very well. And now I don't know. I could just use a character that I created for a different thing, which I will probably put on screen while I'm editing this. If I had to pick the name, that would probably be it. Aside from the You Don't Know Jack series or Jackbox in general, what other party games have you been in, like Use Your Words or Riff Jacks the game? So I've played, there's a lot of different games that could answer for this. Use Your Words, Riff Jacks, What the Dub, Trivia Tricks, which is a trivia game, as you might guess. Crashword, What's a Music, Geo Bingo. There's one similar to Geo Bingo I can't remember the name of. Hide and Seek World, Codenames Online. There's a website to play Codenames Online, fun fact. There's probably several more that I'm missing, but I think you get the idea. I've played a lot of them. Another question from Freggers, because posted on both Discord and YouTube. What You Don't Know Jack do you think is the weakest? In terms of the Jack attack alone, I'm gonna say 2015, despite the fact that it is in the Jackbox Party Pack 1, because it feels way too slow-paced. I'm sorry. I like the pacing of 2011, it's a lot faster. There's some that I think that are boring, but I don't think those are the weakest. That's just because I don't particularly like the topics they're on. But in terms of weakest, I'm gonna have to say Offline. I don't exactly know why. To me, it just has the least going for it. Simple Person again asked me, games, are they fun? Well, I'm not Ryan DeJordy, so I don't have an answer to that. I'm just kidding, games are fun. This or that, both. And the final question, what is your favorite You Don't Know Jack game, including Head Rush? In terms of just vibes alone, I have to say Mach 2, which is kind of out there. But it's the second port to PlayStation, basically, but I love the vibe of Mach 2. I don't know why. I know it's just a port of The Ride and Louder, Faster, Funnier, but it's got something going for it. After that, it'd have to be either The Ride or Fifth Dementia, because those are both really good games too. So that was all the questions answered. I just want to once again say thank you everyone for dealing with my absolute garbage over the past few years. Like, it's insane. I didn't think I would ever even get decently popular. No, 1000 isn't decently popular, but we'll just say that for something. Anyway, thank you. I don't have much of a gag for this one. Just thank you so much for watching and supporting me. I will see you whenever the next thing is. Bye-bye.